Okay, so right now I am doing an off-the-scalp relaxer. Yeah, they don't have your face good because they know their business. At any rate, I'm doing an off-the-scalp relaxer because she has very sensitive skin and she does not want her skin to be affected by the relaxer, but she wanted her hair, you know, smooth. She didn't want to have to deal with the curls and the reversions that come with natural presses. So this is actually probably the third or fourth time I've done an off-the-scalp relaxer on her. And it's just when I'm applying it, I don't press it into her scalp. I get approximately, try to get in close here, about a millimeter or two off the scalp. And that's as deep as I go with it. And I have to take my time. And even though, I know you probably noticed some base down there, even though I am not putting the relaxer on her scalp, I still face the scalp just in case it accidentally comes in contact with her. But even when I go through her head and I do the smoothing process, I still don't press the relaxer into her scalp. And in her case, she has a sensitive scalp. She has allergies, skin allergies and things like that. But this is also a good option for clients whose scalps just don't react well to having relaxer applied to it. I know we all like scrape, but sometimes the scalp conditions that people are suffering with has more to do with a reaction. Their skin is reacting to coming in contact with the relaxer. Doing an off-the-scalp relaxer is good for people who have sensitive scalps. And this is just speaking from experience. I have asked my clients to go see a dermatologist to see if there's any kind of test they can run to see if they are allergic to relaxer, or to just find out the reasons for what's going on with their scalp. But I know for the period of time in my life when I had dandruff, it was definitely due to the relaxer, because as soon as I stopped relaxing, I stopped having dandruff. But I was applying it to my scalp, and this is when I was like a teenager, like in high school and stuff. Yeah, I can see, as you can see, I am not, well, this is the first pass. And in all honesty, I wouldn't have put it on her scalp, period. I wouldn't have put it on her scalp on the first pass anyway. And I don't do that because the body heat generates enough heat to accelerate the processing of the relaxer. So, I don't apply it on the first pass anyhow. But, and this down here at the bottom, I ain't worried about this because it gets cut regularly. So I just need to get it on there to smooth it out. But as you can see, I am trying desperately not to get any relaxer on her scalp, and I'm using the spatula to spread the relaxer to the ends. And when I go back through her parts to do the smoothing of her hair, also being mindful of her line of demarcation, I'm going to use the spatula. I'm not going to press the relaxer down into her scalp. I'm not trying to achieve straight roots. She just don't want to have to deal with the frizz of the hair that's been styled. Yeah, that's not going to play nice. Let me go over here. So I will pick up with the video when I get done with the first pass and I go through with the smoothing. So at this juncture, I have applied all of the relaxer. I'm going back through and I am going through the smoothing process, all of which is off the scalp. And I'm just using my finger and a spatula to smooth it I'm not pulling it down to the ends because it is still straight. I am only smoothing where I initially applied it and dragging it out. So right up against the line of demarcation. And if you don't know what the line of demarcation is, that's where the natural hair meets the color treated or relaxed hair. And you want to get close to the line of demarcation, but not necessarily on it. You definitely don't want to go past it because that's when overprocessing occurs. And what I'm noticing about her hair already is that it's smoothing right out during the smoothing process. There's no reason to leave relaxant on anybody's hair for 20 and 30 minutes or sitting people in the corner until a relaxer is processed. During the smoothing, if I smooth that hair out and it doesn't wave back up on me, it means it's good. So after I go through and I check that everything is has processed and her hair is not curling back up on me, we're going straight to the bowl. I'm not waiting for burning. I'm not waiting a certain amount of time. Her hair is letting me know that it's ready. So we're going to take it out. Now another layer of protection that I use on the hair is like it's like a prepper, but it's like it's a conditioner that I put on the hair, and what it does is it moisturizes the already processed hair, but it also provides a layer of protection in addition to the base that gets on the hair. But the conditioner provides another layer of protection for the hair during the chemical process, also in an effort to make sure that that hair doesn't become over processed. Another tip for relaxer is, I know we like to get our hair bone straight when we get a relaxer, but you really don't want to do that, because when the hair is bone straight, when the relaxer has processed the hair to the point that it is bone straight and it does not wave or crinkle or anything when the hair is wet or when it's humid, it means that the elasticity of the hair has been zapped. So when you do a relaxer after the shampoo, it's actually a good thing when your hair still has a little bit of wave to it, because it means that the elasticity of the hair has been preserved. And the elasticity is important, is because that's what gives your hair the ability to take on tension without snapping. And some other things that can cause your hair to lose elasticity is really strong hair color, some bleaching. Well, yeah, you will lose some elasticity with bleaching, but that's a little more involved. Another cool thing about doing an off-the-scalp relaxer and not putting it on the scalp is it does not, the relaxer doesn't process too fast. So you don't have to worry about chemical damage to the hair. Chemical damage happens when when you don't listen to the hair, when you're not paying attention to the hair, because everybody's hair does not process at the same rate. Some people's hair process quickly, some people's hair takes a while to process. Those are your resistant hair clients, and the people whose hair processes quickly is usually people who have fine and previously processed hair or damaged hair. Damaged hair will process too quickly as well, but oh Lord, that's a conversation for another day. I know you don't want me to put none on your scalp all over your head. Do you want me to get those edges, or you okay with a little freer than the edge?
Go ahead and get the edges.
Then I'm gonna get the edges very last, right before we go to the bowl.
Okay.
All right, you go ahead up. All right, she don't want her face on the camera, so I gotta stop right here. But I hope this information helps. We're also gonna do a color, so I am going to record when I put the color on the hair so y'all can see how that turned out. I've been doing her hair for years, and she just started letting me experiment with like a super light lavender, but we about to go more so purple today. Yes. So I will show y'all that later.